tonight. We are here for Wednesday's live mini tarot readings. So, yeah, how this usually goes is we are going to pull a collective message after we say our opening prayer. Then we are going to be doing donation based readings as well as free card pulls. So, if you want to guarantee a reading, you can donate your choice to the Whispers of Grace PayPal down below. Hey, James, how are you? Brooke, what up, beautiful? But yeah, guys, so glad to be here with you all. I gotta make sure that I'm looking at the camera. It's so weird doing it on my phone. Um, it has been ages. I hope everything's well with you. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing is every Wednesday I'm here at 8 p.m. to join with my beautiful love tribe. Hey, Christina G, what up, girl? But yeah, guys, make sure that you, hey, Maria. But yeah, so how we normally do this is if you're new and don't know how this works, a lot of my normal people are here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do live mini readings. Hey, Haven. But yeah, so what we do is the donations. Usually they're $20, but due to everything going on, I really want to make sure that I'm giving everyone an opportunity because I know that times are rough, you know what I'm saying? So donate whatever you through with the VIP list. Then we will start doing some free one card pulls. But if you want to go more in depth, you can always book a personal session with me. And yeah, so that's pretty much my whole spiel, but make sure y'all like, share it. If you're new, subscribe if you'd like to be a part of the family. And I just want to let everyone know too, like if you haven't been paying attention this week, Spirit's been showing up differently for me when it comes to the collective messages. So I'm not going to be putting out a lot of videos this week, but more of them are picture post with like to the point messages. So if you've been looking for a collective message this week, make sure you go check out my community tab on my YouTube page, and there you will find this weekly update. Okay. But I'll probably be doing that for the rest of the week because that's just how they've been working with me this week. So I'm flowing with it. All right. But yeah, guys. Hey, Michelle, Kara, what up? What up? Hi, Kiss. How are you? So yeah, guys. Just few shout outs. So I know Dewey and Ellie aren't in here yet, but I'm rocking their You Are a Beautiful Bitch t-shirt. And hey Gina, hey Bianca, how are you? So yeah, if you want to rock some Dewey and Ellie merch that also helps them with their travels, I'm sure one of my moderators can post post the to their online shop. But also, Haven, who is in here, um, so hers, but she also has a Facebook page called Handmade by Haven, and she actually made me this single smudge fan, and I absolutely love and adore her work. So if anyone needs like little gifts or gift herself, let's be honest. But yeah, guys, she makes real good quality work, and Dreamcatcher, my girl, knows what she's doing. Okay. Um but yeah, so me to a T. But yeah, so let me check this PayPal real quick. We already have two people on the list, Christina M and Christina G. Y'all are always on it every week. All right, thanks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our opening prayer, and then we're going to do a collective message. Then we will get to our VIP. So we have Christina M, Christina G, and then James. Once that comes through, I'll put you on the list. But let's go ahead and do this. All right. So let's get some sage going. Everyone just close your eyes, take a nice big deep breath with me. Charlie's moving. He knows Mama's about to get to work. He always takes the best naps. um, so just focus on your breath, bringing yourself to center, opening your heart and your arms to God's love. Dear angels, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, spirit guides, my higher self, and all of my divine beings, I call upon you now. I ask that you remove any energy that does not belong to me or is not for my highest good. I ask that you remove this energy from my mind, body, and soul, allowing me to become a clear vessel and channel for your divine grace. I ask that you clear this space in order to allow the divinity and the love to flow. I ask that you allow me to absorb your light and your wisdom so that your messages may flow naturally through me. Allow me to see with all-knowing eyes, to hear without distraction. Love and light come to me. I ask that anyone who needs to hear with our tribe and the beautiful souls that have gathered here tonight, allowing them to hear your wisdom and act upon it accordingly for their highest good. I ask that you shine your divine rainbow warrior light around me and all my viewers to create a sacred space for us to receive messages today. I thank you for all of your love, your wisdom, your support, and your guidance. Thank you for believing and trusting in me and in my tribe and these souls that are evolving and bringing our lives to a more peaceful and harmonious place. Thank you for being true to us and allowing us to be true to ourselves. Thank you for believing in us even when we don't believe in ourselves. Thank you for everything you do for us, and we live in gratitude in your name. So it be. So, with that being said, all right, guys. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pull a collective message first. This is just for anyone who needs to hear it, or hopefully, it will resonate with you some way. All right, James, I got yours. So, you will be third in line, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we got going on? What does my tribe need to hear? Okay. So, one of the things that I really want to say is when it comes to all the layers that we have been working through for quite some time, like, and really exposing our truth and the way that we perceive things, it's really important. And this is so funny because I was having this conversation today, and is there really a right or wrong? I don't feel that there's really any way that we can truly fuck up our divine purpose or mission, because no matter what we experience, it is ultimately going to teach us something and align us with our destined path, right? And we signed up for this shit anyway. I believe that. I know it. And error, if you don't experience, you don't learn. If you don't get uncomfortable, you don't know where to set your boundaries. You don't know where or how to show up in your life for you. And so all these tests that we have been going through, all this patience, all this turning every stone over in order to find out what is at the very depth of our core. It's helping us learn the balance between need and necessity. What do we want so bad we can taste it, but the more that we fight what is truly trying to happen, the more we stress ourselves out, the more we worry, the more we fear, because we're trying to control something that is not meant to be controlled. Instead of just allowing what our feelings are telling us, what our very being is showing us, and trusting that, when we know that we're meant to do something, but yet we still resist, it does not feel good because it is out of alignment with your truth. If you want to do something, but you have too much fear inside, whether it be fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being accepted or seen, so you don't do it and you hold yourself back because you're limiting yourself. All these times that you feel you're missing out on an opportunity is really giving you the opportunity to lean more into yourself and what the truth is underneath the trigger, underneath what you have been denying your entire life. Is it really a need or a necessity to have what you are so desperately trying to hold on to? And the more you hold on to it, the more it hurts. Go, whether that is your belief or your perception or your just even realizing that you don't have control, and letting go of the outcome, letting go of just trying to manipulate it to fit what you feel is going to fill that void in front of you, inside of you, and just surrendering. And knowing that when it's time to step up to the plate, when it's so wholeheartedly that you have no doubt that it was meant for you. That's what's really coming up for us right now, is knowing and believing in the decisions that we're making for our life. So let's get some guidance on this. Oh, is Nelson in the house? Hey, Colby. But yes, this is all about bringing more peace and understanding into our circumstances, to release, like, I mean, this card even says there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. The more that you stress, the more that you fight it, you're only hurting yourself. So why are you still holding on? Why are you still trying to fight it? And I can think of a couple different things because, we've talked about this too. When our intention is so focused on something out of our control, we're just wasting our precious energy. What we need to be focusing on is things that we do have some sort of control over. That is our own thoughts, our feelings, our actions, the way we choose to show up for ourselves and for our existence, right? What you need to be, what brings you harmony, instead of trying to fill it with something external to you, because you're stunting your growth. You are stunting your growth by holding on to that. Thank you, Nelson. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you. But you are meant to expand, and anything that you feel is stunting your growth or you're good to you, you need to be redirecting your energy to what does. And if you can't find anything within your experience to feel grateful for, to be like, "Ah, this is my freaking life and I love it," even in the most simple moments, what does bliss look like to you, right? You need to be creating that for yourself, because there's no one in this world that's going to complete that for you. Okay? So understand, if, and was my post today, if you want change, be the change. Be the change. Okay? Whew. Starts with you. Be the example, guys. Be the example. And it doesn't mean that we don't go through tough times, because listen, everyone does. Don't even get hard on yourself when you hit a rough patch. But listen, the longer you stay there, the longer it's harder to get out. Okay? So let's be realistic here. All right, guys. So love you, long time, mean it. Christine M., you are up first, my dear. What is your question? How can I help you? Cynthia, what up, Tom? What up, girl? I love you guys. I'm so glad that I bought orange juice. I'm telling you, I was craving it right before I came on, too. All right. All right. I got you, girl. Got you. All right. Spirit, let's fuck it up. What is going on for Christina? All right. Well, look what is on the bottom of the deck. There it is. You know, you know. Hi, Donna. How are you, beautiful? So glad that you're here. All right. Listen. Woo. Shit, girl. All right. I see what's all behind that reconciliation. So, with your situation, you have been waiting so patiently for this moment, and I'm like, you knew, you knew that when the separation occurred, that there is severe healing that needed to take place, especially around the family dynamic. I feel like especially on his end, okay? Um, but you knew, like, when this came back around, it would be totally worth the wait. But you have been using your tools, your affirmations, your visualizations in order to call that energy back in a more peaceful way, and trusting that what is coming to you is of worth to you and the life that you're creating for yourself. Um, Now that it's coming back, there's a lot of passion, a lot of romance, a lot of feelings involved. There's more communication about, like, what actually transpired and um why there was so much resistance when it came to proceeding further with you prior. Um so let's see. What is all of this working them towards? So there's a lot about trust. I feel like you are more trusting of the connection now because you're more trusting of your own energy, I'm hearing. So, yeah. um, I feel like in the beginning, when all these family issues were still very prominent, it was like he was super vigilant about protecting his own energy and the life that he's created. Like, he was very much um, not letting a lot of people in, right? Many signs and synchronicities that he couldn't hold back anymore. And it was more of this veil dropped, and he's like now seeing it more clearly. But Let Two Become One came out with a new date, come back up for y'all. And it's giving y'all both an opportunity to, like, really clear the slate and allow it to take a more natural movement forward, which is really beautiful. So let's pull what's going to happen from here. What's going to happen from here? Okay. So he's seeing now. Listen, I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make that shit up. Okay? Okay? Listen. He's he's becoming more clear on his deceptive behavior, where he was deceiving himself, where he was deceiving his truth, where he was deceiving his own damn emotions about how he really felt about you. And now that he's coming to this realization, like, I can't, like, I can't be away anymore. I can't hold on to my resistant thinking, right? I can't resist the change anymore. I have to let the new day dawn. I have to let this even have a chance, is what I'm hearing. I never gave it a chance because I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. And, um, yeah, and he was always worrying about financial burdens and, you know, having that stability in life, that it literally created so much fear that it paralyzed him. It paralyzed him. And so now it's coming back to this reunion, this reconciliation of like, all right, now we're getting shit done. We're putting in the effort. We're not missing out on another opportunity for this. Okay? Not doing it. So I feel like he's going to definitely put in a lot more effort because he's a lot more aware now than he ever was before. Um, Yeah. So, and he's still working through it, okay? He's been working on it, but there's still some things that he needs to work through. He's been keeping an eye on you. He can't help it. And a lot of his own sabotage, he didn't want you to realize how much of an effect you had on him. So it really created the space for him to start working through his like 3D contracts where, he's still dealing with karmic contracts, conditionings, and anything that was keeping him from his truth. Like, spirit went to work on his ass, okay? And the more he watched, realized, what the fuck am I doing? Um, what am I doing? Yeah, I wish I had the courage to say how I really feel. The way you make me feel goes against what I wanted to believe about love. Only time will tell if I gather the strength to tell you the truth. Deep down, I know what I must do. I'm just trying to find the best way to do it. So, listen. This man's been cracked wide open. All our ass is coming back to bite him, and now he's looking at it in a completely different light. So, but you knew it would be worth waiting for, okay? So keep having good vibes, girl. I'm proud of you. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Doing it, girl. You keep up that good work. All right, Christina G, you are up next, my love. There's some new faces in the house. So, what's coming up for Christina G? All right, guys. So, yeah. Um Oh, thank you, Haven. All right. So, but it is, we do VIP. Usually it's $20, but due to everything going on in the world right now, I just want to offer donation based. So whatever you feel compelled to donate to help support the channel, I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who's already donated. But that will guarantee you a reading. So you can do that through the PayPal link. And that will put you on the list. I will let you know when I have you on the list. And then once we get done with the VIPs, I will do some free one card pulls. So, um, yeah, just to let everyone know. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. All right. So, what's coming up for Christina G, guys? What is coming up for Christina G? Girl, quit worrying because it's coming. It's coming, but you need to check your fears, okay? Is this Nine of Swords here? Okay. You know, the energy that I'm getting from this is I have been trying so hard and I've been so patient. Why isn't it here yet? That's kind of relying energy that I'm picking up on. You might not be conscious of it, but um you know, we were talking about that when I did the conscious conversations with Brooke and Danny, about Brooke was talking about the underlying belief system. When we have these deep-seated core issues, it's like we go through trying to reprogram ourselves, and sometimes we don't necessarily like get to the root of that programming or that limited belief, and so we're just piling positive affirmations on top of it, but deep down we don't really believe it. And listen, I've been guilty as charged too, so listen, don't shoot the messenger. But there's a sense of frustration due to fulfillment not being here yet. Well, where does fulfillment come from? We talk about this all the time. It comes from what we create within ourselves and within our external reality. It's what we choose to align with, it's how we show up, it's the love that we radiate, it's the things that we do for ourselves. What passions, hobbies, and creativity have we been stagnating with distractions, yet not wondering why this energy is kind of building, right? Yes. So, I feel like a lot of it is just like you want to believe in it so hard and you want some sort of offer to come to you, but at the same time, your own fears are blocking and sabotaging you. And it's like, pay attention to what's coming up for you when you lay down at night, or what have you been dreaming of, these kind of things, because I've been noticing that a lot lately, that a lot of the ignoring or distracting myself from tend to come up when I am laying down, or especially since the full moon. It's like the mind has been very active lately, but if you're distracting yourself or you're just really busy, then these things are going to start coming up when you are not distracting yourself, which most of us, you know, climb into bed, then we wonder why we can't fall asleep. Okay. um so pay attention to what's coming up for you in your dreams. Pay attention to what's coming up for you. What is your mind thinking? Or, and process those things. Like, it's so important that we process these things. And sometimes we got to take a step back in order to really process. Okay. Like, what is the fear? What is the trigger? What am I so damn scared of? Right. And I feel like when you actually get to the bottom of it, and sometimes you gotta ask the questions. That's why I like doing what I do, because I got all the freaking questions. Um, but this is about, like, you getting really in touch with your emotions and taking the lid off, not suppressing anything anymore, okay? Because you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles here, and the only thing that's blocking it is the unnecessary stress and worry, right? Facing your own fears, facing your own demons. Look at that shit. No. Slay the dragon, my friend. Okay? Tell that bitch to go kick rocks somewhere else. It ain't for you. But, even with the Ace of Pentacles being here, there's an offer that won't, but if you're noticing any resistance, it's your own resistance, okay? So, what advice do you have for Christina G? But, it's also about taking the time, like being here, he's the slowest moving in the deck. It could take a really long time. But it's really important for you to realize slow and steady wins the race. If we are waiting for the fool to come rushing in and whisk us off our feet and say, oh, you're the best thing that's ever damn happened to me, and I can't believe God sent you, usually that is a lust-filled, it burns down as quickly as it started. But when you have someone that is, right, if we're talking like a romantic connection, when you have someone that is genuinely interested in who you are as a being, they will want to know every nook and cranny. That takes time, right? Takes time to let down those walls, to get past those fears and like be completely exposed with someone. That's not a process you can rush. And it's worth the wait, right? To have that divine passion, that eruption of like, ooh, damn, now that's what love feels like, right? Just understand, like, focus your intention on what, and this was back with the collective message too, focus on what brings you peace. What's bringing you joy? What's bringing you harmony into your life? And focus on those priorities. Okay? And hey, Joey, um, but this is one of those things where you just have to trust the process and know that everything is working out as it should. And the more that you focus on the is wanting to come in, it's wanting to come in. Especially with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, but you have to ask, where is your resistance? And I feel like a lot of it is about immature offers in the past where there wasn't enough reciprocity, and there also wasn't enough self-love coming from your end to say, like, I know my worth. I know exactly what I want and what, it makes me feel good, what doesn't. And I won't expect anything less. You have been through so much bullshit in your life when it comes to your relationships that full fucking course at your dinner table. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this underlying fear that no one's really going to stick around for the long haul. And that is a limiting belief. Work on that and ask yourself, where does that belief even come from? because it didn't start with the toxic relationship. The toxic relationship started because of the lack of confidence within self and probably some sort of abandonment or rejection issues way before you even started any romantic partners. So go back to where that started and work yourself through that. Be gentle with the process. Okay. All right. So James, what's going on, brother? So I hope that helped you, Christina. And if you need help working through it, you know I got you. Got you. Let me light some more sage up in here. I hope everyone's doing well. And James, what's your question, honey? We in this together. You know that. We all going through it. Listen, I don't care who you are. If you're on this path of healing enlightenment, you going through some shit too. Don't get on here and act like your life's perfect and you don't work through nothing. Like, okay. Because we all in the same boat. Me and Brooke with a paddle on each end, okay? All right. All right. So, any advice? Any advice for James, please? Any advice for James, please? So, first thing I'm hearing is you need to honor, like truly honor and respect the path that you have chosen. Okay? Whatever that may mean for you. Like, this has been a big, long road of transformation and rebirth. Okay? But I feel like grounding's going to be really important for you because, like, I feel that you're trying to receive messages and clarity, okay? But you might not be receiving them clearly. And so there's like this lost in translation feel, all right? Very close attention to your dreams. Like, more tired than usual, maybe like some sore muscles, maybe a little bit of headache, or those kind of things, because I feel like you have been astral traveling. Like my third eye, I can feel the pressure starting to squeeze across my forehead. So you could be having a third eye opening right now. And so I feel like you've been astral traveling quite a bit, and sometimes depending on how much for us to handle, so we can't remember everything, but some are just so vivid, it's like, I remember being there. Pay close attention. Keep a journal next to your bed when you wake up. Write down anything that you're feeling, anything that you remember, and just work on it from there. Because I feel like over time you're going to start seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities through your dream state, of whether it's or even like tidbits of the memories that are like going to start falling into place like a puzzle. Okay. Going expanding your third eye and your crown, because but this is where the trick comes in, because they keep bringing up the grounding. Like, it's about being centered enough to allow yourself to explore. Does that make sense? Like, first you must be planted and feel stable here so that your mind isn't overactive, but then you can trust the messages that you're receiving through your higher chakras. okay? Um, there's a lot about the third eye for you, okay? But the things that's coming up for you is all of this is helping you learn how to respect your boundaries and other people's boundaries more, okay? Um, and I feel that it's one of those things where, you know, things kind of get tested from time to time, right? And as much as you try to be in flow, I feel like there's a big majority of you that's still trying to control that flow. And that's where you're going to have to learn how to respect your boundaries, spirit's boundaries, people around you, and really start showing like a lot more gratitude for what you are currently experiencing through seen lately that is lighting you up, that is bringing more clarity into your life, what is giving you a sense of hope and a sense of peace in your day-to-day existence. And then once you pay attention to those pieces of the puzzle, you will get a clearer picture of what's really going on behind the scenes. Okay, do you have for James? There's some past life stuff coming up for you, okay? So you need to, there are certain things that are going to be coming up for you, especially in the next couple months, where if you feel like, especially in your shoulders and your lower back, I feel that there are like energy buildups that are happening. And um, I'm even feeling it in like my sacral. Um, so like you might even notice like digestive issues or, you know, things like that. But it seems to be like in the middle here. So remember I was saying be grounded, but also work on opening up your upper chakras. Like you have to find the balance between the two because there's a lot going on from the throat to the sacral. So you have to figure out some form of release, some sort of like outlet, and learn how to create this space for yourself in order to do so. Because the longer you let these energies fester, the more they're going to start spreading. Like, I almost see it like oil in the ocean. It's like it takes over, and the longer you let it fester, the worse it gets. So, um, I feel like it's really important that you take the time for yourself to really like be with self and might even need to get some past life regression work done. Aware of that would help make so much more sense to the unfolding of the best decisions for you. Okay? So, I hope that makes sense for you. But there's a lot that's transpiring for you to give you the opportunity to go even deeper than you've ever been before. And this is going to help you not only take deeper, like as above, so below, like they're taking you down into the depths of your memories so that you can expand your universal knowledge to what's going on in the ethers. And like they want you to, okay? So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Nelson, what's up, honey? What can I do for you? Nelson, you still in here, honey? A general, please. All right. So what do we want for Nelson? Okay. What's going on with Nelson? What is going on? All right. So listen, there is something that wants your attention. There's something that needs to be taken action, like you need to take action upon, okay? I feel like there are some blocks and fears when it comes to what you're trying to create. I feel like this is something that's been kind of put on the back burner for quite some time. And it's something like you really believe into, something that you really want to be a part of. I feel like this has been a dream for you for quite some time, and you've received a lot of messages about this too. I feel like there's actually starting to pick back up again because a new cycle is refreshing for you. So, like, now the opportunity is presenting itself again. Um, but they're giving you the knowledge that you need in order to take the necessary steps to make it happen this time. Okay, so if you see something that's reoccurring that you had to put on the back burner and now it's like kind of presenting itself again, pay attention to that, okay? Because they're giving you the signs, synchronicities, and the opportunities to make the necessary moves, make the necessary sacrifices, and some things you might have to sacrifice in order to do it. But overall, like, let me see this. I want to know what it is that you're going to be, what's going to happen. Okay. Calls and interesting. Okay. So, this is the Knight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And we also have the Three of Pentacles clarifying that. So, what's really got me is that we have the Justice, Temperance, the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Lovers here clarifying that. So, what's really going to have to be sacrificed? I feel like you're going to have to make some sort of justified decision that, is either way, a lot of patience is going to be needed, but there's a strong decision about a certain relationship in your life, and therefore allowing things to, it could be a work partner or someone you've just been collaborating with, but I feel like you need to be a little more precarious. Is that the word they're saying? Um, Not even sure if I'm saying that right, but like be more aware of who you're sharing your ideas with and who seems to be wish-washy in what they say versus what they do. Right. So I feel like there is some collaborating that's going to happen, but with the Justice and the Devil here, there might be some sort of ending that's about to happen. Hi, Liz. Thank you. I will put you on the list, but I'll need you to repost that question once I get to you, okay? Um, so I feel like there are people that you have not come across yet that have the necessary tools and resources to help you along your path with this certain goal. Okay. Offers are going to be coming in, but you are going to have to weigh your odds of what feels right. Okay. Not the logical, but go with your gut, because either way, I know you're going to be scared that you might be missing out on an opportunity, but you have a strong enough intuition to know what is right and what is not, okay? You have the clarity that you need, so don't get up in your head, because the only thing that's going to stop you um, is that devil energy. So external influences, limiting beliefs, third parties, whatever the case may be. But they want you to embrace your masculine so that you can make the necessary choices to align with your mission. But first, you got to know what fear is holding you back. Okay. So let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice for Nelson, please. We have be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Okay. So focus on your strengths, focus on your perseverance and your resiliency. Start delegating, ask others, including your divine loved ones, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself, okay? And understand that whatever situation you may feel that needs to be sacrificed in order for you to do what you were meant to do, like, it's not that there's a lack of love here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this love is eternal, regardless of the situation. But there are things coming up from your past life too about your guardian role in this lifetime. Okay? And that's why they're asking you to step up to the plate. So, whatever that may mean for you, brother. Okay? So, I hope that helps you. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? I got Michelle. Let me refresh this real quick. Haven, you're up next, babe. All right, Cynthia, I have you, and then Rebecca. All right. Oh, I hope all of you can hear me okay. Haven, you still in here? Run wild. All right. All right. What do we have for Haven? Charlie, you calm it down over there. All right. What do we have for Haven? What does Haven need to know at this time? Ooh. All right. So we have wash away your burdens, stay strong, challenge your perception, need and necessity. So, we've been talking about this too. Um, there's like a sense of your connection to spirit that's helping you. Like, they're bringing my attention to know your power, hear the ancient ones, and a new day dawns. So it's like this new chapter is opening up for you that is giving you a, a reconnection to your roots, to your ancestral knowledge, right? To help open up um, a new gateway for you to I feel like this is allowing yourself to go through the Charlie, he's a mess, guys. Um, this is giving you an opportunity to be real, vulnerable, and honest with your emotions about what you've been going through, okay? And it's also giving you like a deeper understanding of like just how strong, like emotionally strong you are. But also they want you to realize you don't have to be strong all the time, Haven. Okay? And um it's okay to let yourself feel that raw emotion sometimes. You don't have to shy away from it. But this is more about challenging your perception and realizing that that vulnerability, that raw, emotion isn't something that's necessarily bad. Like, it just is. And they're showing you the balance of what these self-limiting beliefs and the truth of who you are, and it's like balancing the two and tipping the scales back into the favor of your ancestral knowledge, your knowingness. And once you free up some of the space instead of being scared of those emotions, I feel like you're going to see, like, just how damn powerful, like, even more than what we've already experienced, like, this is going to take it to a whole 'nother level, alright? Um, let's get some guidance for you. Yeah, so honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Um Yeah, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you and High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. I feel like this is, again, okay, so Be Strong is on this, and Past Life under that, okay, Guardian under that. So, like, this is all about your guardianship role through lifetimes that you have to consistently step up and show your strength through your own vulnerability, through your own raw potential, and realizing the greatest love that you have and ever will experience is of that with your creator. And all the love that you have shared and spread and embraced throughout these lifetimes. Like, they really want you to sink into that when you go into your next meditation. Like, focus on the love throughout the lifetimes. Transform. Okay. So let's pull some of these. Okay. No, and listen, with the cards that are coming up, I can tell that you're trying to you're trying to prioritize, you're trying to right, like, what do I do next? But at the same time, you feel like you're gonna have to sacrifice some things in order for you to do what you really want. You really need to be paying attention to the signals that your body's picking up when these things of sacrifice come up for you that you're not quite perceiving the right way. And it seems as this lands you in this land of indecision. It leads you to confusion. You're feeling stuck, trapped, and not really sure where to go from here. But it's all in the mental. It's an illusion, okay? And um, I feel like this is about moving more to the emotion than being analytical about it. Okay, so if you aim to get more into like your solar plexus and your heart, okay, see the vision, but feel it here. And I think that's going to make the difference for you. Okay, so yeah, I hope that makes sense for you. All right, so Liz is up next. Thank you for being here, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good night. Love you guys. You're welcome. Liz, are you still in here? All right. If she doesn't answer, we're going to move on to the next one. Okay. What's your question? And if y'all could just please have your questions ready for me. You're fine. What can you tell me for the connection of you and Alberto? All right. Okay. So, what is the connection between Liz and Alberto, please? That's a lot, guys. Okay. Okay. Um, Let me just pull this full spread before I get too far into it. What is all this doing here? Okay. Are you currently with Alberto? Alberto. Alberto. Okay. I like it. Are you currently in communication? You are. Okay. I don't know how much resistance you have met with this person or if this is coming up. Okay. So take however it resonates. Um, oh, well, thank you for that donation, my friend. Um, okay. So I feel that, you know, I feel like you're going to realize more soon. Okay. Um, I feel overall, this is a really beautiful connection. Um, there are some hiccups, self-limiting beliefs, right? Um, I do feel like you're going to realize, and there's going to be some sort of opportunity. Like, I have the Queen of Wands here, so, and I kind of feel like this is an external influence. This could even be a mother or something with the religious factors. I feel like the energy that I'm kind of getting from this is a little bit of manipulation, right? Like, um, in a sense where it's like trying to control what happiness looks like. And I'm not really sure if that's your mother or his. I'm kind of leaning more towards his. Um, but we have the 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords. So what he's kind of, and I'm picking a lot on his energy, but, and take however it resonates most for you. What I'm picking up is that there's some sort of realization that is coming up for completion when it comes to blocking or hindering, like completely settling down, being fully committed, um, moving forward. Like there's just a lot of reservation because there's a lot of mental illusion here, and it's due to conditionings. Um, that puts fear of, like, successful adventure. It's like, "Good shit doesn't happen to me," type thing. Um, so you might be dealing with someone who's a little more introverted than, like, especially when it comes to their emotions and how they perceive, how they process things. Um, I feel like they've been in this world a lot and have had a lot of disappointment in their life. So there's a lot of trust issues here, especially when it comes to anything that feels too good or looks too good. They have a hard time trusting it. But with that being said, regardless of the resistance that's being met, there's still a lot of optimism and a lot of hope for the future. We do have true love and attraction, so the best thing that y'all can do is just take it day by day like you're doing, and um, be more in the present and enjoy the moments you have together, because we do have the Six of Swords. The Three of Swords is reversed with the Fool. So there's again a new opportunity of passage per se that's opening up for y'all in order to move away and fears that cause a disruption in your connection, and like putting it all aside. Like, we're not carrying this heartbreak forward because this is a brand new chapter. It's like clearing the slate. um so pay attention and honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions, because they're definitely um, there to help guide you, okay? Um, but overall, I feel like this is a really beautiful connection. It's not gonna come without its own work, but overall, I see that y'all will work through it. Let's see what the overall outcome, like, what is the purpose and mission of this relationship? What's the overall outcome, please? Okay. So he might have certain control issues. Um, you know, like if he doesn't feel like he has control over his life, then he can really be one of those that like pull back, especially when it comes to his finances. He could become really more introverted and like want to be more focused on his goals and his priorities, because if he's not in control, then like shit's hitting the fan. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Okay. I'm glad you landed here too, but I feel like this is going to be one of the things that you help him through, like to realize really what do you have control over and what don't you, um, so that he can release himself from that mental prison. And yeah, look at this, the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So like both of you are very strong, independent, and I feel like this is going to be a really beautiful outcome for you. But a lot of this is about learning, whether this is you or him, but both of you are going to benefit each other very much, about releasing control and realizing some things are beyond your control and divine intervention is a real thing. Okay. So if you're not on the right path, spirit's going to disrupt it in order to reroute you. And um, sometimes what we plan out for our future isn't always what's really best for us. And I feel like with you being in his life, he's going to see that there's a lot more than what he could have ever imagined. So, yeah, I hope that helps. All right, Michelle, you are up next, my dear. Yeah. With time, like again, it's not your responsibility. So just keep focusing on yourself and, your growth. But I feel like just you being that example is gonna help him slowly open up those doors. Okay. Um, we have Michelle, Cynthia, and then you, Rebecca. So you're three down. Um, yes. Hold on one second. Okay. Yes, you are after Ama, and I will need you to repost that once I get to you, but you'll be after Rebecca. Okay. Um, okay. So, what does Spirit want you to know? All right. What do we want to know for Michelle? What's going on? Okay. Okay. It's so funny because as I was pulling your card, I was like consciously telling myself that I need to disconnect from everyone else's energy. I think they're telling you that you still have some cords to cut with your ex-husband. Um, I don't know if you've still been having some issues with the process here. You're still attached to him. I can feel his energy all over it. And there's a sense of like just wanting to be done, free yourself, like not have to worry about anything. But the children card reminds me of Campbell. Um, like a part of you is wanting to be fully present in your life that you're creating with your children. And then there's this other side where the past life cords are still keeping you bound. Like you're not you're not to that point of full release yet. Okay. So do we need to know about this situation? That's a lot. What do we need to know about the situation? How my readings go. If it don't make sense now, it will soon. So I feel like, and there's like this wanting a sense of relief. Divorce is final. We did have to meet with attorney about Campbell's future today, but went good. Here, like with the Six of Swords being here, it's like, finally moving in a different direction. But like, if you've been feeling that there's any sort of restraint, okay, or like distracting energies, those kind of things, just understand. And again, might not be right now, but they're obviously telling you this for a reason. But some of those energies might still be attached from past lives. So, like, you get through this, and I can see, like reevaluating things, coming to a conclusion, making decisions, making fair and honest judgments, moving away from the, you know, complete upset and that kind of thing. But at the same time, there's still these energetic bounds. Okay. So keep cutting your cords, keep doing your meditations. I would honestly, and listen, you might not even expect it. Okay. Listen, you might feel all good about where you're at right now, but when this Ace of Cups and Two of Cups comes in with the Tower, unexpected as shit, then a lot of those things around your ex might come back up. Okay. So, and it's not necessarily about what he did in this life, because I feel like you've worked most of it, but it's still the residual energy from the past lives that are still kind of creeping back. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. But with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, you might have a new love interest coming in. And as soon as that comes in, like, well, shit. Okay. I thought I was over it, but maybe I'm not quite. So let's see, what advice does Michelle need right now? What advice does Michelle need? Whoa. All right. So make sure you're taking time for your creative talents. Listen to some music, dance, create, paint, do whatever. Okay, whatever makes you feel good. Rely on your own independence. Your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. Mother Earth, you were called upon to help with environmentalism. So, however you're meant to make your stamp on this world, focused intention. Okay, so focus on, what it is that you can do to help inspire the world, right? Because blossoming so that you can create the room to expand, especially into mission. I feel like that's kind of where the ties are coming in, where it's like, you know, when it comes to the blockages. Okay. So, just to let everyone know, we do have VIP list, which, hopefully, what time are we at? Yeah. I'm gonna cut off the VIPs so we can make some time for free one card pulls, but I will pull free cards once I get done with the VIP. So I hope that helps, Michelle. Cynthia, you're up next, honey. But thank you all for being here, and thank you to everyone who's donated to my channel tonight. You help support me and my family, and making sure that I can still do this. Um, but yeah, I'll pull some free one card pulls once I get Cynthia, do you have a question? You're welcome, honey. Hey, Mayo girl. How you doing tonight? Cynthia, are you still here? So we have Cynthia, Rebecca, and then Ama. So once we get Cynthia's question, we should be able to get through these pretty quick. Just make sure y'all have your questions ready, guys. I don't know, is there a lag or something? Okay, there we go. Uh, oh, beautiful. All right, so Cynthia, I love you too. Can you help me understand the dynamic between Florida boy and me? I've kept things at friends level with him, but recently he's been all up in my DMs. What was the shift here? All right. Um, all right, guys. And listen, if you wanted, for anyone who didn't make it onto the VIP tonight, if you want to get a private reading with me and do a mini reading, you can still purchase those any other day. Okay. All y'all have to do is email me. So just let me know. All my information's down below. All right. So, Florida Boy and Cynthia. What is going on with Florida Boy and Cynthia? What was the shift, guys? What happened? Why is he all up in her DMs? You know what I just heard? He likes the chase. I think the distance between y'all has put in a different dynamic than what he's used to. And um I feel like it is one of those things where, like, he's having to realize that he's not in complete control of this situation either, and that he's gonna have to make more of an effort than he would any other, like, oh my God, this girl isn't just giving in to me and all my smooth talking, like, I like this. She's making me work for it, right? And like he's kind of getting off on that. Um it makes him want to do more, like make more of an effort. He does have some control issues, um, which most men do, let's be honest. But with the healing family issues, why is the healing family issues here? Okay, so and honestly, a little, and I hate to even use this word, but to be a little cautious, because with the healing family issues, we have passion, forgiving and learning, and codependency. So some of his passion that he's showing could actually be codependent issues because of family dealings. All right. Um, So, like, how he's showing up with a lot of passion could be really more codependency or like a form of addiction. Again, the chase. He likes the chase. Um, but I don't know. There's this hesitancy here. Is it coming from you? Is there like a hesitancy to give in? Um, how is he feeling about her right now? He's into you. He's into you, but he's not like completely sold on where he fits into your life. He's trying to understand it, and he's hoping that he can um, get lucky enough for this to transform, um, and maybe you let your guard down a little bit. Um, but yeah, I mean, how does he really feel about you? We have the Star, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Princess, which is the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Um, you know, if the Hangman wasn't there, all of these would be perfect. But again, he's, like, I feel like part of the attitude here with the Hangman is just that, like, contemplating where do I fit in? Because, I mean, as far as what he feels for you, it is coming off as like, I got a lot of hopes for our future, and you're the ultimate catch. You you bring a lot of potential to his life, and he sees that. Um, he sees you as someone who's very solid, stable, someone who's very loving and nurturing, and someone that I feel like could be a potential commitment. But again, with the hangman there, like, he's just not sure. So, what would he like at this point in time? What's the best possible outcome for what he's feeling? Excuse me, guys. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of significant change. We have the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Lovers. So listen, whether it is due to like an old partner, or, it could be like a mother figure that he's dealing with. Um, I feel like there's some sort of like pressure or burden that he's been carrying around for a long time that probably would have led him to do some not so proud things in the past. Okay, some really toxic traits. Um, but at the same time, when he looks at you, it's kind of like a little bit of a contradicting energy, and I feel like he's kind of going back and forth between, like what he's feeling and what he's been doing in the past up until the time he met you, and now it's kind of throwing him for a loop. But with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor being here, I feel like overall he wants to see like both of you in a very strong, stable place. Um, he also knows that you're going to see through any bullshit, so he can't lie to you. Um, I feel like you pick up on it if anything seems out of place, but I also feel that with the Lovers being here, he does see that there is like a strong romantic tie here as well. Okay, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. That was that was a little confusing. That was a little all over the place, but yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like he does have um there's definitely feelings there and there's a definite connection. Just pay attention to your intuition, okay? Because again, that chase man, like, uh, might all be fun and games until you actually catch the mouse. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. Uh-huh. So, all right. So, Rebecca, you are up next, my dear. Yeah. And I can feel it. All right. So, Rebecca, my friend Adam and I believe we have some past life stuff to complete. Any guidance? That's why. All right, hold on. I knew I was about to pull out my past life cards, but I didn't. That's what I get for not listening to my guides. All right, now that I've made a mess. Okay. So, first off, let's see what this past life's all about. Okay. Let's see. All right. And what was Adam? Okay. So, all right, Spirit. Let's get a little. What is the past life that's mostly, most significantly affecting Adam and Rebecca's connection? What was his role in this life? Okay, and what was Rebecca's role? Okay. So, in this life that they're bringing up, which I feel that this was actually more around the time, which, listen, guys, I am not a history buff, so do not make me quote any fucking dates, alright? Like, not gonna do it. um, Sailing had just kind of become more prominent in exploration, okay? Um, Especially around that time where like just transportation seemed to be growing, okay? So whether it was might even have two different lives here where the locomotives or sailing were the two most prominent ways of traveling far, okay? And he was your father in this life and you were his child, but due to his constant travels, um, it had left you with some severe abandonment issues. You were the orphan, okay? And I feel like he always promised you to come back. Like, I mean, it got me holding my breath. Like, I feel that he made a promise that he would come back, knowing that he wouldn't. But it was more of like a way to save face with you because he couldn't um, quite tell you the truth of why he had to be going for so long. And I don't see the imprisonment card here, but I do have the authority figures. I feel like he had a hard time with authority. And so anyone trying to tell him how to be or what he could and could not do or how far could he go, like he was the rule breaker. Okay? I feel that he was always constantly asking for your forgiveness, but the last time he left, like, I feel that he just never came back. Like, he promised he would, and he just never did, which I wanna Who is this person here? And what was their role? Okay. So, yeah, this could have been your mother or your father's spouse at the time. And see, imprisonment or slavery, I told you he got locked up, yo. He got locked up. Um, but whoever your father's partner or your mother, very knowledgeable, very wise person. And I feel that at the same time, it was that unrequited love. Okay. Um, they had like a love-hate relationship. Their connection was very powerful, but your mother or this mother figure knew more than what he was telling her. And so therefore there was always like a disruptance in their love life, and that's why he was always gone. Like he always wanted to push the envelope and be gone as much as possible. And I'm honestly hearing like a rum runner or something like that. I feel like he was maybe part of like the prohibition type thing, um, where he was smuggling goods, and your the mother figure in this life was not having any part of it, but he ended up getting locked up and left you behind. That's that's what I'm. No, it's freezing. No, that was so good. Okay, can y'all hear me okay? Because that was such a good story, y'all. Ugh. Okay, let me know if y'all can hear me. I will be so upset if all of that goes away. Okay, all right. So your mother was a high priestess. I honestly feel like he was like part of the prohibition or like a rum runner or something like that. Um, but like there's always some sort of discord because your mother always knew more than what he was telling. And he ended up getting imprisoned on his last escapade. That was a good story, though. Yes, and the transportation card. So it could have either been like when the sailing was really prominent or the locomotive, but I do feel that he was one of those um that smuggled goods. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing some illegal ass shit. All right. So, now I'm hearing like the Dukes of Hazzard, like just a good old boy, you know, um, just running the shine type thing. Yeah. Okay. So, any advice? Any advice for that wife? Any advice for Rebecca? Okay. So we have embrace the feminine on the bottom of the deck. Nurture all that you love, be vigilant, focus, and then act. So, these two cards, nurture all you love and be vigilant. This actually kind of reminds me of the duality of the feminine and masculine aspects. So we have the moon, which is the feminine, and the fire, that's the masculine, right? So it's like be loved on. And so, like, anything that's coming up for you with these, like, especially if it's abandonment issues or trust issues, when people say like, oh, I'll be back, and they don't, like those kind of things. Maybe you have a hard time with people keeping their promises or trusting that they'll keep their promises, those things. Um, you know, Pay attention to that, because nurture what you truly care about, but also be vigilant and protecting what you have created for yourself. With that being said, they want you to take more of a balanced approach as on what is clear to you, and then take the appropriate action. Okay? So, whatever that may mean for you, even if it's just cutting cords, like if you know you got severe trust issues or abandonment issues, people not keeping their promises, those kind of things, then you know that that's a life that you can start on, that's going to help release some of those energetic cords, right? So, focus on that. Go into meditation if you need help with regression. I got you. Um, because I'd love to dig around. But yeah, so that'd be a good place to start. But you got to focus on what is actually coming up for you, so that you can sever those. Okay, so um, all right. So yeah, I hope that helps, girl. All right, Emma is up next. Yeah. Yeah, especially being a father figure from that life too. So that would make a lot of sense. Good. Um, hey Emma, what's your question, honey? And then we'll do a few free one card pulls. I want to try and keep it close to 2 hours as possible. Almost fried up my phone last time. Did you have a certain question, Emma? Okay. Um, let's see. Will Emma pass her probation in May? Hmm. Okay. Do you have um a male, I guess, would it be considered a male probation officer or something? Um, because I have a King of Cups here with the Four of Pentacles, and I don't know why, like, I just got like, someone who is authority. Okay. All right. So the energy that I'm picking up off of this person, like this person really wants you to succeed. I feel like deep down, this person's got a soft spot for you, but he also is not afraid to put the hammer down. Okay. Like, not afraid to kind of put you in your place, but it's all out of love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's going to be some unexpected news. Um, I'm seeing a Queen of Swords reversed here. So I don't know if there's some sort of message coming through that might hinder the process a little bit. Um, it doesn't mean that it's not close to being done, but it might be delayed a little bit, okay? I feel like someone that was either supposed to speak on your behalf or was supposed to put in a good word for you or something, like isn't going to hold up their end of the bargain. And um and I feel like it's a very immature energy too, like someone that's backing out at the last minute. Um and it's going to create a little bit of upset, okay? Like, or a lot. But don't let it get to your head, because um I feel like this person was under a lot of stress in offering whatever information they had. Okay, so let me see. Can we get a time frame of when the probation will be done? I hope some of this is making sense to you. If it doesn't make sense now, it will later, I promise. Because it seems very direct. Okay. I'm getting anywhere between 4 to 10 weeks. Okay. Anywhere between 4 to 10 weeks. But with that being said, I'm seeing the Four of Wands pop out here. But we also have the Ten of Wands. So, um, but I'm feeling this is more weeks, 4 to 10 weeks. Okay. Somewhere in that time frame. But with the flow, it's going to be more stable for you, taking your time with it. Okay. So I hope that helps you. All right. So with that being said, we're going to pull a few one card pulls for anyone I am drawn to. So if y'all want to start asking some questions, if you haven't gotten a reading tonight, um, just go ahead and start posting your question, and whoever I'm drawn to, I'll pull a card for you. And if anyone would like further information or clarity on your situation, please reach out for a personal reading. I'll work with everyone. Um, all right, I guess what what does Jessica's Leo ex feel about her? Well, we do have the Nine of Swords on the bottom, so this is a lot of overthinking, um, restless nights, those kind of things. But we do have the Temperance and the Fool. Okay, so there is some sort of energy of reconciliation being here. Um, I feel like it's going to take a lot of transformation and a lot of processing for it to come back around to this. But you are probably, I'm hearing you're picking up on the fact that he wants to come back. Okay. But I also feel like there's been quite a bit of um drama and like unnecessary BS when it comes to just putting in effort, right? Um, in the past. So be aware of that. Okay. All right. So, what is A's intentions? Listen, you're wondering if this person cares for you at all, Mayo Girl, but at the same time, we do have the Page of Pentacles being here. So, like, I feel that this is more about, small offers, small tokens of affection. But with the Hangman being here, there's just like he's fighting himself. He's fighting the urge. Like there could have been conflict or whatever the case may be when it came to offering something stable. So I feel like that's why there's the separation in the first place. I feel like he didn't really know how to handle you. Okay. Um, I feel like you intimidated him a little much. All right. So, okay. Uh, what would Karen's spirit guides like her to know? They want these. What would Karen's spirit guides? You have the true love, Guinevere. Romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Let's see what Guinevere wants to say to you. Okay. Romance is not an outmoded concept, far from it. Romance is the time-honored percept of merging with the divine as it's manifest within another human being. Romance is also playfulness, which heralds springtime, flowers, new life. You needn't be in a partnership to evoke romance. However, you can manifest it for yourself through laughter, surrounding yourself with beauty, and indulging in luxurious treats. Romance is a life force of the universe, and it is a worthwhile goal indeed. Okay, so various meanings. Your soulmate relationship has arrived or is soon arriving. There's a renewed passion in an existing relationship. You're a very romantic person, and your romantic needs aren't being met, and you must take steps to alleviate this. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right. What does Tiffany need to know? What does Tiffany need to know? Hope all these messages are resonating with you guys. If you are enjoying this, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're here every Wednesday. All right, guys. What does Tiffany need to know? All right, so be vigilant. Okay. Be watchful and protect yourself from those who may convey what you have or seek to harm those you care for. But also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions, be sure to act wisely, be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance, lest you all have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. Okay? I hope that resonates. How do you pronounce your name? Vivia? All right, so what are some positive traits for Vivia? What are some positive traits for Vivia? Well, I can tell you, okay, there's quite a few things that you either have or should be working through, okay, which we all do. Now, I feel that you are one of those people that no matter the bullshit you have gone through in your life, that like you persevere. You push through, sometimes I feel like you can get kind of stuck up on certain details and traditions. I don't feel like you like change very much, but to me, you know, it it is one of those things where, listen, I'm a Taurus, so I get it. Change is very scary, daunting for Taurus, but at the same time, um, it's one of those, when it comes down to people who don't like change, you can bet your bottom dollar that those people are going to take a lot for someone who does not like change to just like, I almost feel like, in a sense, when you get focused on something and like it becomes a priority for you, like you can almost become very possessive about it. Like you're very driven and focused on whatever that is for you. I feel like due to your upbringing and your tradition, like you're a go-getter, you're a mover, you get shit done. But also that leads to kind of overburdening yourself because you don't quite know when to stop either. Um, and it's just about breaking outside of these habits. But um, with the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles being underneath the Nine of Wands, it's like no matter what you've gone through, you always have this optimism about newness. Like there's got to be a better way. Um there's a different goal to achieve. There's always something, like a bright side to look at it. So I feel like you're also a very supportive friend, um, and someone that's probably better at picking others up than you are picking yourself up, if that makes sense. So um, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, guys. So, um, okay. Let's do Bell Saul. What does Bell need to know at this time? They want these. They want these. What does Bell need to know at this time? Okay. So you have sacred space and start delegating. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine and ask others, including your divine team, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So if you've been feeling a little disconnected from your guides or from your higher self, they want you to start creating more of a sacred space for yourself and really start kind of delegating what needs your attention and what's a priority for you at this time. And then with those things that are a priority, then kind of organize and shift things the way that they need to be. Okay? But be clear with your intention. You have to be first clear with your intentions first so you can clearly ask your angels for help. Therefore, they can help you. Okay? So, um all good. You're so welcome. Okay. All right, Blue Kitten is going to be my last one. So let's see. Blue Kitten. What is Jack's current feelings towards Blue Kitten? Okay. So, we do have the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands here. So, but we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah. Um, I feel like this person does, they do care about you, okay? But they're also having to reevaluate some things in their life. I feel that you have kind of awakened them to this understanding that's making things a tad bit more real for them. Like, okay, I've been giving my power away. I'm not even sure what I've been doing with my life. It's time to be realistic about where I'm going now. And they're realizing worry, their stress, their burdens have been weighing them down. And so they're kind of reevaluating their life, which does not have anything to necessarily do with you. I feel like you just kind of woke it up. But now they're taking some of this stuff. So honestly, I'm hearing like, just give it time. Give it time, because I have a lot of feelings for you. But, you know, it's, um, but it's one of those things where I feel like he's just overburdened at this moment in time. Okay. So, but yeah, guys. And again, I'm here every Wednesday. So, um, y'all be fine. And it's who needs it most today. And listen, um, I'm trying to make sure that I have time for everyone, but I also have to conserve my energy as well. So thank you for being here with me tonight. Um, I'm going to say a closing prayer. I thank everyone and their beautiful souls for showing up for me and themselves tonight. I thank everyone who has donated and liked this video, supported my channel in whatever way, just you simply being here helps support this channel. So thank you for that. I ask that I clear my space, my mind, body, and soul of any energy that does not belong to me. All the beautiful souls that I have connected with or helped tonight, I ask that all of their energy gets sent back to the rightful person and that I take my energy back. I thank all of our guides, our angels, and our ancestors for showing up and bringing us the clarity and truth that is needed tonight. Thank you for bringing all of us together to help support each other in our growth and our evolution. I thank every single one of you for showing up and allowing our divine team to work with us and promoting clarity, strength, healing, and love. And I now close the gates to any energy exchange between me and others at this given time. And I ask that everyone who I've connected with tonight be sent off with love, understanding, compassion, and the utmost respect for all of. Thank you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye.